So, what do we have here?
I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. Smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Hello guys, so I just wanted to come on here with a small update. I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, oh, are you going to show up the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks. I know what it is in real life. So no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me. What else I've been seeing? Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter. What's another question I saw? It's a bunch of questions I've seen, but y'all don't know nothing. That's my dad. I have the right. And that's my sister. I have the right. Clock it. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have two daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have two daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that T.
I remember calling this clown out for who the fraud he is. I did this last year. And a lot of individuals were like, oh, whoa. Hey, yo, Sid, you taking this thing too far. Oh, blah, blah, blah. He's a positive shining light to the community and this and that. What community? You want to know why a lot of individuals out there view the black community as hypocritical? Yeah. Because of blood clot clowns like him. I said it in one of my videos. This dude is not an MLK. He is not a Martin Luther King. He's not a Malcolm X. He's none of that. He's not a Fred Hampton. He's not a Harriet Tubman. He's none of these people. He's not a George Washington Carver. What we talking about? Even Joe Frazier, the legendary boxer, may God rest his soul. Even him too. He has more clout than this overgrown seal who can't stop eating, apparently. Black community, this, black, but ain't this the same clown who was too busy attacking black men every opportunity he got up in that school in Albany when he was bashing black men, talking about we the reason why a lot of black men or black women are sick? Ain't he the one who said stuff like, oh, it's black men's fault that they're Pookies and Ray Rays and stuff like that? Well, somebody should have held a mirror up to his fat, posterior-looking self. The same ones who, the same hypocrite running around calling people YouTubians and all that stuff, da-da-da-da-da. You see clowns like him, you see clowns like Benzino, all these fraud activists who claim that they're black power and this and that are the biggest deadbeats. Yeah. Draw the parallels, y'all. Draw the parallels. You are who you attract. Bruh, this dude's ridiculous, y'all.
Dr. Umar's daughter came on this internet and called him out for being a deadbeat, and all he could do was throw out his credentials. I am the most educated, the most requested, the most, just throwing out nothing but his credentials, right? Like that got anything to do with being a deadbeat. How educated you are or how popular you are has nothing to do with if you're a deadbeat or not. Anybody else catch that, or was that just me? I just feel like Dr. Umar just pulled a Philly ninja move. I said it. Typical Philly ninja move. Be a deadbeat, get called out on being a deadbeat, but then want to say, me and your mother could talk privately or publicly and we could talk. It was your mother's fault. I got all the paperwork. But if you are the most educated man, the most popular, the most requested man, and with all the education, you didn't know how to navigate getting rights overseeing your daughter? I want somebody to answer that. Like, the pause is for a reason. Like, you did not know how to navigate getting rights overseeing your daughter. No, you was just a deadbeat and didn't want the rights overseeing your daughter.
Does he know how to do anything right? Does he know how to do anything right? He's out there mentioning his credentials and stuff like that. And he really thought that that was a solid comeback. And my question is, what's the use of mentioning your credentials when you ain't got no moral credibility? Huh? What's the use? I told you this dude is fugazi. This guy is nothing but a boiled chicken. Didn't I say it? This dude is he is a total disgrace. You see him, see Derek Jackson, you see Pap Smear Dawn, you see Yada Awakening, and all of these little blood clot idiot man. All of them. Pathetic. Yeah. You want to, this is the same clown who had issues with Terrell Owens for wanting to divest. What you gonna say now? Huh? Mr. Pan-African? The only thing I believe about you is the pan. Because you can't stop eating. Fat fraud. Look, I'm gonna be real, right? This guy has done enough. It is what it is. It is what it like. I don't want to hear this dude's name ever again. Okay? This is the same guy who was bashing Kevin Samuels. Said, may God rest his soul. I don't want to hear any nonsense from this guy ever again. Ever.
I've known Dr. Umar for 3 years. I met him when I was 24 years old. And this is a recent picture. We just met in June of last year. And we did discuss his children along with a few other things. We met up at Brandywine Diner on Concord Pike last year. And because he wanted to take me out to lunch, and I kind of wanted to talk about just have a conversation with him regarding black content creators on TikTok and social media. So while we're talking, we talk about religion, we talk about racism in America, we talk about secret societies, because that was really my peak of interest. So we first started off by talking about why he was in Wilmington again. He's always going to his school in Wilmington, Delaware, because number one, he's being audited by the IRS a lot. When I first met him in 2022, he literally told me he was there because his accountant was caught stealing funds from the school. They were receiving donations for the school, and he was saying that his accountant was stealing money. So he had to fire that accountant, and the IRS was asking for proof. Like, where the money went. So he started commuting from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware frequently, just so he could be at the school in case anybody shows up and asks why the school's not done or where the kids are at or what's going on. So when I met up with him last year, he was just coming back from the school when we had lunch. I guess the IRS is still asking him about the school because it's not done. Like, he's receiving money donations, but there's no progress with the school. If you were to go up right now to the school, like, there's wooded boards on the doors, on the windows, there's weeds, graffiti on some of the buildings. Like, it's not in proper condition. There's no AC, there's no heating, there's nothing. Like, it's not, the school's not ready. When we were talking at the table, I started asking him a lot of private questions like, were you married? Do you have any kids? He was telling me, yes, I have 2 daughters. One of them is a teenager and the other one is maybe 7 years old at the time. So the child is probably 9 years old. So he was saying to me that the mother of those girls, or the mother of, I don't know if it's 2 separate women or just one woman, the woman or the women are taking him to court for child support because he's not an active dad. He's not in their life. And he told me that as well. He doesn't visit them as much as he should. However, he visits his mom a lot and she's in Philly. So I just was confused. I was like, how are you talking about being a pillar and how black men are so needed in families today, but you're not even an active dad? He was not an active father. He said it. He confirmed it. I can back this young lady up. He did say that he was not going to be there. And on top of that, he was saying that he would like to, in the future, every 2 weeks out of the month, go to Ghana. He practices Ifa, which is African spirituality. And we were talking about that for a while because I'm kind of versed in it as well. And so when we were talking, I was asking him, I was like, so you never got married? He said, oh no, I never got married to any of those women. But he dated a lot. And I could tell that he was a playboy because he was very, very flirtatious. Very. And also I noticed too, his personality is much different in person than it is online. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a woman or something like that, but he's not as animated. He seems more hyped up when he's like on a podcast or online, really engaging. He was not as engaging in person. And I felt like that was interesting. I was having to ask him questions. He didn't really ask me questions. It's almost like we had lunch just for me to ask him questions. And I didn't really like that because it was supposed to be a back and forth discussion. And so we were talking about a variety of topics. He is extremely flirtatious. And that was the last time I met up with him, and probably the last time, because it was very aggressive because I'm in a relationship. And when I had met up with him last year, I told my partner, like, I'm going to go have lunch with Dr. Umar. He was like, what the fuck? So he was like, yeah, go have lunch and come back and let me know how it goes. But y'all, before I go back to seeing my boyfriend, on my life, when we left, I gave him a hug. He was like, He said, the women got to have booty. And I was like, what? He said, you got to have booty. If I'm talking to you, you got to have booty. Can you cook? I was like, yeah, I can cook. He was like, good. So you can cook and you got booty. And he was backing up from me. He said, He said, business before back shots. Business before back shots. I wish I was kidding. And mind you, I'm in a fucking relationship. So I was like, what do you mean business before back shots, nigga? Like, what? So he's laughing to himself and he goes back to his car because he was going to go back to Philly to go take care of his mom. And I was like, I can't see this fool again. Because what do you mean business before back shots? No back shots are being given. What? Because business before back shots, whose back are you shooting? Because it's not mine. The fuck? So extremely flirtatious. Very much so. I remember asking him too, like, are you and Suki Hana like a thing? Because I know she's from Delaware too. I was like, do y'all, are y'all fucking? I was asking him too. I was like, are you and Suki like a thing? Like you? Because I know she from Delaware too. I'm like, are y'all fucking? Like, and he was like, no. We're friends. That's my girl. You know, she got her own restaurant in downtown Wilmington somewhere. Sure. When you say to me, business before back shots, and you and Suki are just friends, Highly doubt it, because you got a big booty too. Anyway, I say all this to say this young lady is telling the truth. He is a deadbeat father, extreme hypocrite, and huge flirt. This is not the black man you think he is. He's loyal. He got a wife at home. He take care of his kids. He's not that type of black man. He is, he spreads his seed. He told me he only got 2 kids. I feel like it's more. He's not visiting his children. He's not paying child support. And these things came out of his own fucking mouth. That's all he does. All he does is spread his seed and spread lies. That's all he does. Look, I'm going to end it like this. Whatever finger you point at anyone, just know that 3 more are pointing back at you.